What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat. We're here at the Nerd Castle for morning roll call on the 27th day. Unfortunately, still haven't escaped. However, I did do a whole bunch of digging last night. I stayed up all night digging and no guard ever found my hole, but I am thinking that we need to find a way to cover said hole while we're not around, especially since we go up into the vents so much, because I found out that there is this specific circumstance, and I've been playing around with an extra save. I've been moving my saves back and forth. So in my extra save, let's talk to Brad here. We're not getting searched, by the way. A wad of putty? Yeah, I could actually do that. We need to start doing some quests for people. That's the big goal for the next couple days. And he wants a razor blade from Shelby. No, I'm not going to fight any guards. Once again, we're trying to stay away from beating up guards. So anyways, there's a mechanic in the game called lockdown that it randomly does, and I was trying to figure out, because sheets are covering my cell, and I was trying to figure out why they keep finding my hole, because they can't see through the cell door. I tested it by putting a piece of contraband on the opposite side of the cell door, and guards walked by it like 5 or 6 times and never did anything about it. However, later that day, there was no cell search. It was during free time. I made sure 100% that there was no search of my cell going. It was like Lee and Sang. It was somebody else that got searched, and my hole still got found. And so I think randomly the game checks every cell as part of like a lockdown mechanic, because in prison there's these things called lockdowns. So if they've had a problem with contraband, or they've had a problem with gangs, or they've had a problem with fights, they'll do this thing called a lockdown where they lock down the cell block for the day. Nobody's allowed to do anything except for like an hour of recreation, and they'll just go in and they'll search every single cell one by one by one. And I think the game simulates that by just randomly searching your cell just throughout the day. Just randomly a guard will walk in, but somehow they're finding my hole through all of the windows and through all of the doors covering. Basically, they're finding it. I've obscured everything as much as I can, but they're still finding my hole even when no guards come into my cell while I'm in like another area. And so I've been working on trying to figure that out, but people have sort of hinted along the fact on the forums that it's related to a lockdown mechanic that happens randomly, and there's no way to tell if it's going to be coming or not. So those bags of cement that we've been seeing around, those are going to be paramount to our next solution set, which is going to be being able to cover up our hole with a fake floor. So let me do this right here. There we go. We'll stamp these out. We've just got to do 14, and then we can go about our business. And we want to find some concrete today. That's all that we're worried about. And concrete does pretty frequently come up in the inventories of other people. Additionally, we want to do a whole bunch of quests if we can. Drop that right there, and we'll put that in there. We're all done. We got paid our $60. And for now, we need to find a razor blade, we need to find some dice, and a wad of putty. Okay, none of those are going to be particularly difficult to track down. We need to get some talcum powder in order to make the putty, though, so that's going to take us a bit of time, probably. It's going to be more difficult to find that than some of the other stuff that we have around, but I have no doubt that we'll be able to find it before the end of this episode, make ourselves a little bit of scratch, and then that in turn will enable us to get some other complicated jobs done. We've got way too much toothpaste. I'm sorry, way too much. That's not toothpaste, that's super glue. That would be a really, really embarrassing screw up. That would be one of those swaps that you would make that could potentially ruin your day quite handily. It'll get you into a sticky situation if you really wanted to go the Abbott and Costello direction with that. Any dice around? No dice around, unfortunately. We've got the battery, we've got that right there. Additionally, I wanted to tell you, the reason I had my shovel in my inventory is because I dug all night. The guards never bothered me. I don't know if I said that in the first place, but we've made it another 4 or 5 blocks to the right. I'm not keeping count right now, but we probably do want to start keeping count pretty soon, because we want to make sure that we're making it the proper number of cells to escape from prison. And in order to do that, we're going to need a guard's uniform, I think, when we come up out of the hole. I still don't know how to dig upwards, so that's going to be something else that I need to research and figure out before we can go any further. There's a whole lot of metagame knowledge that goes into this game, where I feel like on your first playthrough you have no idea what to do, but by your second or third playthrough you've got 4 or 5 different ideas to go with, and actually I bet escaping's pretty easy once you've played the game for a little while. No dice yet. We've got a razor blade though, so that's fine. Clark's a little red-headed guy that's running around. We also need to find some talc. That's the only other thing. It's rare that I find talc up in anybody's drawers, but I haven't dug around in anybody's pants lately, so who knows? Maybe it's in vogue to be smuggling that stuff around right now. We may just have to buy it from somebody for like $6 or whatever. Another 2. God, we couldn't find any of this stuff for anything over the course of the last couple episodes, and now we've got all of that glue coming out of our ears. The following morons have won a cell search. Micah and Ross, not us. William, and so he wants us to beat up Lee. Yeah, we'll beat up Lee for you. Where's Clark at? Clark? There he is. Clark, here's your razor blade. Wait, did I give that to the wrong person? Oh, hell, I gave it to Raphael, didn't I? Damn. Alright, my pack of mints vanished. I'm hearing that Officer Matt has it. Not gonna fight with any guards right now. Officer Isaiah. God, everybody wants me to jump guards right now. There's tons of razor blades around, so I should be able to get another one. Damn. I don't like how when they're overlapping each other, there's no way... They need to make like maybe a context box that pops out when you've got people overlapping each other that allows you to pick the one that you want. Just little solution-oriented suggestions. Because that happens to me, not super frequently, but it has happened a couple times. Micah's plotting something, I can smell it. Yeah, we'll beat up Micah just because we need the money. Brad, what you got? Talcum powder. Okay, we need talcum powder super, super badly. So we'll take that. Sang and Raphael. Where's... Okay, so we're looking for the third redhead. There's Clark. And so we'll give him... I mean, it's got their name right here, so I suppose it's my fault when I gave it to the wrong person because I don't look, but... It was an accidente. It happens. Let's go over here and we'll make the putty for whoever it was that needed putty. We need toothpaste. Oh, we don't have any toothpaste. I've been hoarding too much random stuff. Well then. Let's find ourselves some toothpaste. It's usually pretty easy to come by. Just about everybody has toothpaste. There it is right there. And so we'll take our talcum powder. We'll mix it. No, not with that. We'll mix that right there. That'll give us a wad of putty. And we've got to give that to Brad. And then we've also got to beat up Lee. Lee, Micah, and Brad we're on the lookout for. Lee, Micah, Brad. So as Brad needs an ass whooping. Lee, Micah, Brad. And there's Lee. So we could potentially jump him if we can get him isolated somewhere with no guards. He's about to go into the bathroom, so we'll get him. No, he's coming over here. Alright, here's our jump mode. There we go. And so the ass whooping is concluded. We're also going to check him for any... Oh, he's got a glass shard. I think we can make a knife out of that. And it's an item that we haven't made in this playthrough, so I figure we'll give it a look. It's got sheet metal and crowbars. Not interested in that. And so now we're looking for Micah. Where's Micah hiding at? Micah, I totally want to meet with you for an unthreatening reason. Does Brad need a beating? No, he needed the putty. So let's give that to Brad so that we aren't carrying contraband around. So we got $19 right there. We've got dinner coming up. And we still need to find Micah. Where the hell has Micah been? I haven't seen Micah like the entire time we've been playing. There he is. Let's jump Micah real fast so that quest is done as well. We'll search Micah. He's only got a watch. He's also got a quest for us, but he's kind of grumpy with us, so we'll handle that later. Let's go to dinner for the moment. Eat that because why not? And so after having eaten that, let's look for a bag of concrete on one of these guys. So Brad's got talc and he's got a file. But a bag of concrete is what I need. They got nothing. So let's go back. And he's going to tell me to go over to here, but I need to drop off some stuff in my cell. Carrying around way too much stuff right now. Alright, we got to go to exercise now. We've got files. One thing I did want to talk about is I had tested this out in my own playthrough. If you use up all of the durability on the lightweight cutters and then you upgrade them to sturdy cutters, it actually restores it up to 100%. So if you want to get the maximum efficiency out of your items, you should be using them down to the bottom of their durability, then upgrading them. What are we looking at right now for a workout? Need to work on strength. That seems okay. Get our biceps going, making ourselves look swole, son. Hit that iron getting swole. Send me a letter. Said, P, get your paper. Oh my god, I love that song. That's like the greatest song ever. And I don't much mind the remix that Problem did of it either. If you're wondering what the song is, it's called How You Do That There. It's by Young Bleed and Master P. It's a very, very classic song from the South. A classic hip-hop song anyways. And it is one of my favorite songs of all time. There we go. I also... Problem last year, or maybe this year, I don't know. I've lost track of time now that I'm not in college anymore. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Clark relieved me of my roll of toilet paper. Yeah, we can get some toilet paper. Find me a toothbrush shiv, and I'll make it worth your while. Yeah, we can do that too. And grab the guard's attention. No, we cannot do that. Do you have a bag of concrete, Darren? Trade me a bag of concrete, man, while we're down in here. I'll grab the extra timber so that I can make my nunchucks when the time arises. We got over here. This guy's got talcum powder, sleeping, and a whole bunch of step ladders. I don't know where he's getting all these step ladders from. Possibly from the storage closet. I'm trying to get into the cleaning closet. That's what I'd really, really, really like to do by the end of this episode, is get into the cleaning closet, but I just don't know if we're going to be able to make it over there. The other weird thing that's happened in between here in the last couple episodes is even though our paper mache vent cover has no durability left, it's still allowing me to deploy it and it's not breaking. And so that's really cool because it means we don't have to do anything. It's a bug, so I assume it's going to get fixed at some point, but evening free time is up. I'm still going to try and be on the lookout for a bag of concrete, even though I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to craft anything with the bag of concrete. I don't know if maybe you deploy it and it covers up the floor and then you got to dig a new hole later on. But the lockdown mechanic's what I'm worried about right now. I think we're going to use my step ladder right now. We'll put that right there. Oh, we're going to put it over here. And since we've got free time, I don't have, let's take the file up with us. We'll drop the toilet paper off right here. I'm not going to work on quests for a little bit. And we'll take the lightweight cutters with me because I think I have duct tape upstairs right now. No, I don't actually. Okay. So I need to buy some duct tape. Ew. So going up into the vent actually isn't really going to help me right now because these shears are going to break long before we get to where we want to go. Alright, that's fine. That's a minor deterrent. It's not something that I'm terribly worried about. Let's make those nunchucks, actually. Go up into the vent. We'll put that down right there. We'll grab this. And then we will make ourselves some nunchaku! And there they are. Ooh, those are 5 out of 5. Yeah, son. And then we've got them color-coded to match Ninja Turtles. We got the brown for the shell. Then we got the green for the super awesome Ninja Mutant skin. And so I'm going to equip these. And we have mastered the deadly art of the prison nunchaku! So we can be like, whoop, whoop. We can get our Bruce Lee on. What's the point in swinging those things around? What the hell just happened right there? We just deployed a sock. That was weird. They're definitely bugged right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. So who needed... What do we have going on for right now? So Clark has some toilet paper. I think that means we've got to beat up... We've got to beat up Clark. Alright, so let's beat up Clark, if we can find him. He's a redheaded guy that's walking around somewhere. Shouldn't be too much trouble. They're saying... We got Marshall, we got Ross. Where's Clark at? William? Billiam, sir, let me chat with you for a moment. Oh, and this guard's gonna be down here. Oh, we could get him right here. There we go. Ooh, 10 damage a swing? Jesus. Alright, so we got an extra 20. Oh, we should loot him too, just to make sure. So he's got a broom and a magazine. We've already got the magazine, so whatever. We need to buy some duct tape. That's what I'm on the lookout for right now. Probably be smart to get ourselves some rope so that we can make a grappling hook later on. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. He's got himself a nice little prison store going. The guard outfit's going to be useful pretty soon, but not right now. Not yet. Not yet. Han's got a quest for us. He wants me to divert the guards. Not going to do that one. Let's work on our intellect for a little while. Or our intelligence, whichever it counts for. They both start with I and T, so I never know which one the game is intending until they actually say it out loud. So study, 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 rubbing our face on all of the wood again, because if we're going to be in prison, you might as well make good use of the time, getting ourselves edumacated so that we could do more evil. Because that's always the proper application of scholarly endeavors. I'm going to do one more, and I think I can still get up there before they say who's about to get searched. That works. We're almost there. Come on, run it off. Oh, nobody's here. The lucky winners of the shakedowns are Micah and William. Darren's got nothing for me. He needs a sheet of metal. Yeah, that's actually something that I can make happen. It's definitely something that I can make happen. He wants me to pick a fight in the shower. I will pick fights, but I will not pick fights in the nude. It feels a bit too gladiatorial for me. You know, that's a large misconception about gladiators, that they always fought to the death. In fact, historically, gladiators very, very rarely fought to the death because they were worth money. It was almost like a UFC fighter. They were worth more to their gladiator company alive than they were dead. And so the majority of fights that were fought, not necessarily the Colosseum a lot of the time was to the death, but there were dozens upon dozens of random places where gladiators would fight and gladiator troops would perform. And so the majority of the fights were to the first blood, or they would fight with wooden swords until somebody was knocked down, or it would be for the first knockdown, or it would be a bare-fisted fight to where somebody tapped out eventually. It would be pancratia fighting and so forth. I need to get up into the vents and store some of this stuff. I have way too much random stuff just laying around. Lots of stuff that's fixing to get me in trouble. We may dig tonight. I think that might be a good plan. Let's wait and see where the guards end up. And if the guards end up over here, let's also make a... I'm not going to make a comb shiv right now. I may actually just get rid of that. I took it off somebody, but I don't know how much use it's going to be to us. Did I take a quest for a toothbrush shiv, though? Okay, so we'll keep it, because I think it's one of the things that you need for the toothbrush shiv. So we'll hold on to that for a little bit. If a guard doesn't come over here, so the door is locked, let's wait till midnight, and if a guard doesn't get deployed down here... It'd also be nice to get down into this other cell block, maybe. I think we're probably clear right now. It's almost midnight and they haven't put a guard over here. So I'm thinking we might be okay to dig a little bit more. Unless we run out of space. So let's dig. We're going to need another support really, really soon. And I think I used up all of my wood making nunchucks. Which if there was going to... Oh no, a rock collapse. So how do we make that go away? I guess we gotta chip away at the stone, maybe? It looks like we can dig the stone, but we're not getting any indicator as to how much of this is remaining. And it's probably beating the hell out of my shovel. Come on. Get out of the way. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. The hard place being prison, I suppose. Because we are indeed doing hard time. Yeah, this is not. This is actually kind of a waste of my shovel that I spent so much time making. I need to stop. So let's go ahead and come back here. We need to come up with a way to... How much wood do I have in the vents? None. I might have one over there, but I think we want to accumulate a little bit of wood from here on out. So let's go ahead and we'll flush the dirt before we do anything else. Let's drop super glue all over the place. Interestingly enough, nobody's really interested in why we have super glue all over the place. It's 1:45 in the morning. Let's go and... We need more files. How many files do I have? None. I have no files. Okay, so that's bad. Let's go ahead and stow that away for right now. And we'll go to sleep till the morning because I think that's about the best we're going to be able to make use of our time here. And now that it's morning, let's go find out who the shakedown's going to be involved with. I guess I could go around the rock. That's the other option, but... Officer Isaiah took his playing cards. Gavin's got foil, a hammer. Maybe it's a hammer combined with a pickaxe or something. I still don't have the recipe, so I don't know. That's the one recipe that I haven't been able to track down. He wants me to beat up Darren. Yeah, because I need money. I'm going to take it. The following scummer do a cell toss. Xavier and Marshall. What quest did I just take? Sheet of metal, distraction. Oh, I don't want to do that quest. We're not going to do that one. Let's see what everybody's got for us right now. Oh, Clark does not like us at all. Clark is not down with our team. There's duct tape, which we desperately need. Okay, I think we're alright for right now. I bet it's like a tool handle. Maybe it's a tool handle and a crowbar. We'll try that out. Got duct tape. I need some aluminum foil. Does anybody have aluminum foil? I need to make a contraband pouch so I can sneak a whole bunch of metal back to my cell. And I ain't talking about no Megadeth. Alright, I think that's about it for us. I'm gonna go drop this stuff back off in my cell. And we'll get down. We don't really need to eat breakfast because we have no fatigue. Let's start searching people's stuff. And nothing here that I want. So we need dice, we need a toothbrush. Nobody here. Terrible oral hygiene. This place is a dental hygienist's worst nightmare. They sit around dreaming about places like this. Just, no! Running away from people with just grimy, scurvy looking teeth. Everybody got them weird yuck mouth teeth. Alright, we got that over there. There's a toothbrush. And so our cell is next, so I can jump in here, I can grab that. And I think that's just... No, nothing happens. How do you make a toothbrush shiv? Doesn't take duct tape either. You need like a lighter maybe? So you can melt the toothbrush. No, that's not it either. Oh shit. Do I have the recipe for it? Let's look at our crafting notes. That's one of the recipes that I'm not familiar with yet. No, we don't have it. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to dump the glass shard then and quit the quest because I don't know how to do it and it's just going to be a waste of time and it's going to sit in our inventory for super... Like, I have this problem where I accumulate quests and then I don't get rid of them. And so we'll just cancel that out. Sheet of metal. I may cancel that as well because I don't have the stuff that I require in order to make myself a contraband pouch, which is the only consistent way for me to have a bunch of sheets of metal. Alright, so we need dice and we need to beat up Darren. Let's continue our search, even though we really don't need to be hitting up any of these locations anymore. I haven't seen dice in a while, so this one could be kind of hard to lock down. We got a little bit of heat right there from not being where we were supposed to be, but it's all within the plan. It's all within the plan. Don't worry about it. Put the shovel in there. We'll put that in there. Alright, let's go. Go to work for a little bit. The lighter shouldn't get us in trouble as we go through the contraband detector. Into the metal shop for another hard day's work. We didn't get to... Oh, I shouldn't have brought this with me. This is going to mess up my quota. Let me ditch that right there so that my muscle memory isn't being totally hampered and impeded right now. It's being hampered like some old-ass laundry. It's got 11 right here, so I'll have to take 3 off the next one. Alright. Alright, we're all done with work. We got paid. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't need the lighter anyways. We'll talk to Lee, see what he's got for us. He got a screwdriver. No, we got plenty of screwdrivers. I shouldn't buy contraband outside. So unfortunately, let's wait for Micah to come back inside. We're going to need him to be around, though. Xavier wants us to... I think we already had a quest to beat up Darren. Yeah, so Darren's getting jumped on the part of multiple people right now. Wait for Micah to come back inside, and we'll buy his duct tape and his file. If we see Darren around, we're going to kick the Christ out of him. Beat him so bad he's going to be worshiping Buddha by tomorrow. So we got duct tape now, we got the shears. Okay, and so what we want to do at this point is we actually want to get up into the vents. Oop, that's not what I wanted. We want to put this right here, and let's get a little bit of work done for right now. Oh, I forgot my shears. Damn it. Always messing something up. It's always something with me. It's always something. Is that Darren? Alright. Darren's due a whooping, so we'll get him with the nunchucks. Got $28 for beating him down. We'll check his pockets for, ooh, sleeping pills. Yeah, I'll take those, because every now and again a quest comes up that needs those. And I'd like to have them on hand just in case. So I've got my cutters, but I don't think we're going to have time to actually get anything done. We're going to have to wait till free period. Let's wait till free period, and then we'll get it done. We also need a bag of concrete. That's the other thing that I forgot about. So if I can find some concrete, that'd be fantastic. Isaac needs a beating. Yeah, we'll take a beating on Isaac. That's fine. We'll take out a hit on him. I don't even know what I think Isaac's one of the black guys. I think. I don't know. My memory's really, really bad with this game, and it doesn't help that I take long periods off. I should be searching for dice and stuff, too, while I'm still down here. So let's do that, and we'll just wait for Isaac to show up. That's Micah. We don't need to beat him down right now. Slap the mustache up off his face. Noonday roll call. If we get shook down right now, that is going to suck for us. We're going to have some big, big problems in front of us if we get shook down right now. The cretins about to get their cell searched are Sang and Brad. Good. Not us. Darren wants me to beat up Jaden. No, sheet metal, nah. Okay. So these boots were made for stomping, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna stomp all over you. So let's take this stuff right here. I don't actually need the second file. Deploy this bad boy right here. We'll get up into the vents. And I think we're probably gonna get... We need a screwdriver too, so let's take the screwdriver... Ooh. Well, let me go down in here. I'm going to need extra vent cover, too. That's the other thingamadoober we're going to need. Alright, afternoon free period. So put that one back where it goes because it's the bugged one that's been working really, really well for us. And as we go through here, here's the next set of slats we've got to get through. And so that's where we're going to start. We get 16% off right there for 10. It's going to take us a little while to get through here. Alright, and so that's done. Further and further we go. If we get a shakedown, we're totally screwed, but I'm really hoping we won't get a shakedown. We randomly seem to get them, and so I don't know what determines whether or not you get a shakedown, but they do seem to happen every now and again. And the stepping stool is down in our room, so technically we could get stuck up in the vents for a while. Ooh, crafting note, don't mind. Yeah, let's take that. What is it? Nothing useful. So that one goes to the showers. This one goes to the employment office. How much is left on there? So we can get a couple of these done. And before this breaks, we're going to craft it into better shears. And so right there you'll see that it regenerates all its health because you go to the sturdy shears. And let's continue with the work to be done. Much better. Wow, we are deep up in here right now. And so this is what I'm interested in. Luckily, the counter space is dinner. I'm just going to skip it. Oh, no, I shouldn't. Let's go back for dinner. Let's go back for dinner. We got started on those slats, but we just don't have the time right now. So let's go back for dinner. We'll dump our contraband so that we don't have to worry about us getting caught for any of that. Let's take the vent cover up and out. And let's go to dinner, because we've got a whole lot of fatigue going. We're going to have to actually work out today, otherwise we're going to lose a whole bunch of our stats. I know, hurry along, Mildew. Oh, we actually made it in time? Cool. More than enough time to make it. He wants a roll of duct tape. Nah. And that guy wants to check somebody else's stash. Isaac's selling razor blades and timber. I think I'll take the timber, just so we can test things out and see if maybe we can find our way to a pickaxe, so that we can get through that stone that collapsed down at the bottom. Alright, so it's time for our workout. I'm probably going to go... Oh, we got to do speed, actually. Okay. So we'll start with speed for right now. And as I said in the previous episode, you start out fast with speed, and then once you cap it out, you can slow down and get lazy, and you don't have to worry about tapping quite as quickly. Because I know a couple people have mentioned in the comments that they have a lot of trouble completing the button mashing games to keep themselves training up, so be aware, you only need to spam at the beginning, and then you can let your fingers rest and slow down for the remainder. We'll check what everybody else has once we get ourselves into the shower, because that's where we handle our business. It seems to be, it's weird that we're able to hand these things off to each other with the guards standing there staring at us in all of our nudie glory, because believe me, our glory is increasing. We have quite the sense of nudie glory at this point. I mean, when you spend all the time, like pretty much I spend all day working out and avoiding getting caught, so we're looking pretty good right now. We are very, very in shape. There's duct tape. I'm going to take the foil and the duct tape. We do have foil, actually. It's up in the top of our cell, but that's fine. Lee wants us to beat up, or Darren wants us to beat up Lee. Okay. So Lee's in for a jumping. You're not friends with Raphael? Okay, he wants me to beat up Raphael. That's fine. I don't have a problem strong-arming a couple people. We could use the sheets of metal, but if I can make myself a contraband pouch, I can give myself pretty much an endless supply, so that I don't have to worry about it. Nobody else has anything that's interesting to me, so let's go ahead and get our fatigue down by just sitting underneath the shower for a little while and, I don't know, having a light cry or something. A nice therapeutic cry. A therapeutic man cry with lots of bubbles along the corners of your mouth and, you know, like snot bubbles. Maybe a little bit of dribble in the front. The more you let loose, the more therapeutic it is, and I do think that we're due for it. Isaac and his pals took a pack of mints. Okay, so he wants me to beat up Isaac. So we have a whole lot of ass whoopings to give out the next day or so, but we should be able to make some money from it. Got evening free time. So I think this is looking like a good time for me to beat people down. He's going to get jumped in the yard. Alright. So there it is. And he doesn't have anything, so we're just going to leave him where he's at. Next up on our list of people for bruising, we've got Lee. We've got Raphael. There's Xavier. There's Sang. Lee and Raphael, where are you guys? There's Clark. There's Lee. So we got Lee right now because a guard already went in there. So we got to get him like right this second, otherwise that guard's going to be onto us. And Raphael's up next. Is there another guard back here? No. Alright, so Raphael's down. There it is. A little bit more cash made, and now we gotta beat up Isaac. I don't suppose Isaac's around here anywhere. What you got? Yeah, we'll take the sheet metal right now. Might as well. It saves us a little bit of time. I mean, I wasn't gonna be able to smuggle till tomorrow. Maybe we'll be able to use the other stuff for something else. You know what I mean? So where's Isaac at? Wow, we are not popular right now. Luckily, it does seem to reset. So if you beat people up a lot, eventually their morale seems to go back up with you, so don't worry about that too much. So what I need to do right now is I need to make myself a tool handle. And I need duct tape too. Let me check my crafting notes. The tool handle. This is one of the ones that I always have trouble keeping straight. File and timber. Oh, it's a file and timber. Okay. Well, I have one of those too, so... Make a file and timber. And since we have a tool handle now... We need a crowbar. Let me store the remainder of this stuff up in the vents for now. And maybe do some slat cutting while we're here? Sure, why not? Let's do some slat cutting while we got some free time. We got till 2200, right? Yeah, we got till 2200. It'll be okay. Slat cutting time. So that we might achieve access to the cleaning room. Okay, and so the slats have been cut. Unfortunately, the cleaning room is not looking like we're going to be able to get in. Okay. But we can get into the kitchen. Just things to think about while we're here. A staff key mold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all those. I should have brought the screwdriver with me, because then I could have replaced that vent right there. So that I could get into where I needed to go. But it's almost time for roll call, so we'll just go back now. Back we go to find out who's getting shook. We only got $4. I don't even know why I'm talking to anybody right now. We got plenty of time. Settle down now. The cretins about to get their cells searched are Gavin and Lee. Raphael, he wants me to beat up Micah. Clark wants me to beat up Officer Matt. I'm not down with that. Find him a roll of duct tape. Nah. If I find duct tape, it's for me and nobody else. Clark's in for a beating because he's a snitch. Next, I'm probably going to buy a crowbar unless I can steal one. Alright, it looks like we're about ready to go. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for another episode of The Escapists. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do as always.